Imagine a man choosing to face death, a man named Socrates, a man whose name is etched into the annals of history, not for his conquests or riches, but for his profound wisdom and relentless pursuit of truth. Socrates, the enigmatic philosopher, a man whose life was a testament to his teachings. Born in Athens, he was a stonecutter by trade, but his true calling was philosophy. He never penned a single word, yet his ideas have shaped our world. We know about him largely through the writings of his students, with Plato at the forefront. It's through Plato's dialogues that we can hear the echoes of Socrates' questioning spirit. Socrates was a gadfly, a stinging insect in the Athenian society, persistently provoking people into uncomfortable self-reflection. He believed in the power of questioning, in the relentless pursuit of truth, and he lived his philosophy every day, engaging anyone who would listen in probing dialogues. His belief was that the answers lay within each of us, and it was only through questioning could we uncover them. It was Socrates who proclaimed, "An unexamined life is not worth living," a statement that continues to resonate today, a call to introspection, to constant learning, to never accepting anything at face value. His philosophy challenged the norms, pushed boundaries, and invited individuals to think, to question, to seek truth. Yet this very philosophy, his relentless questioning, made him a target. This gadfly of Athens, this relentless questioner of all things, was put on trial. But why? A man revered for his wisdom standing on trial. How did it come to this? Well, let's set the stage. Athens, a city-state brimming with democracy but also fraught with political tension. Socrates, a man known for his intellectual rigor and relentless questioning, had made quite a few enemies. His methods were seen as radical, disruptive, even dangerous. Among his adversaries were influential figures like the playwright Aristophanes and the politician Anytus. Aristophanes, threatened by Socrates' challenging ideas, used his plays to caricature him as a corrupter of the youth. Anytus, a democratic leader, saw Socrates as a threat to the democratic order itself. The charges, impiety against the gods of Athens and corrupting the youth. The court, a jury of 500 Athenian citizens, a testament to their democratic process. The verdict, guilty. The sentence, death. Yet the trial was not without controversy. Many argued that Socrates was merely a scapegoat for the political turmoil of the time. His unorthodox ideas and his willingness to question everything had unsettled the status quo. But even when faced with death, Socrates remained unyielding. He had opportunities to change his fate, so why didn't he? A sentence of death, yet a chance to escape. The stage was set for a dramatic turn of events. As the story goes, Socrates was not without opportunities to change his fate. In fact, his loyal friend Crito offered a well-laid plan to bribe the guards and facilitate an escape. But Socrates, the unyielding philosopher, chose a different path. Drawing from the book of Crito, we get a glimpse into his thought process. Socrates believed that he owed it to his city to respect its laws, even if they condemned him to death. He argued the really important thing is not to live, but to live well. And living well means living honorably or not living at all. Despite the looming shadow of death, Socrates' commitment to his principles remained unshaken. He held his ground, standing as a beacon of intellectual bravery and moral integrity. He believed in the sanctity of law and order, and he was ready to pay the ultimate price for it. His choice to embrace his fate was not driven by a death wish, but by an unwavering commitment to the values he held dear. He chose to die for his beliefs rather than live in dishonor, showcasing a level of integrity that remains unparalleled. But what if he had chosen differently? What if Socrates had decided to escape? Let's journey down the path not taken, a world where Socrates chose life over death. How might the course of history have shifted? Perhaps Plato, the prized student of Socrates, would have written different dialogues, his philosophies less fueled by the martyrdom of his mentor. His academy might have been a place of different teachings, changing the trajectory of his most famous student, Aristotle. And what of Aristotle, the tutor of Alexander the Great? Would his teachings have been different? Less inspired by the self-sacrifice of Socrates, thus altering the mind and the conquests of his star pupil, Alexander? Imagine a world where Alexander's empire never came to be, where the East and West remained distinct, their philosophies unblended. How different our understanding of the world might be today. Let's explore the question of martyrdom. Socrates chose death, becoming a martyr for the pursuit of truth, but was it the right choice? Could he have continued his teachings, influencing more minds, had he chosen life instead? Consider those who found inspiration in Socrates' intellectual bravery. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr., who said, "To save man from the morass of propaganda, in my opinion, is one of the chief aims of education." Education must enable one to sift and weigh evidence, to discern the true from the false, the real from the unreal, and the facts from the fiction. Without Socrates' influence, would they have been the same forces for change? The world may never know the true impact of Socrates' decision, but his legacy continues to inspire us, reminding us that the pursuit of truth is a journey worth taking, even at the cost of one's life.